And we're back! The Olympics are over, but KHL regular season is not. Still a few games left to play and it's getting pretty intense out there. My name is Andreas Sashenko. Let's see what's the latest in the K. Ilya Kovalchuk is not in the lineup for SKA tonight as the host Avangard, a must-win game for the Hawks. And Avangard strikes exactly the way they wanted. Alex Papa feeds Sergei Kostitsyn and he scores from one knee. That's your wake-up call, 1-0 Avangard. And here's Kostitsyn again, this time shining as the puck disher for Sergei Kalinin. Kostitsyn picks up his second point of the night, Kalinin nets his 8th, and it's 2-0 Avangard. Early in the second now, Roman Chervenka is all alone in front of Andrei Mezin, and that's just too easy. Chervenka scores on a power play to make it 2-1. A few minutes later, Kirill Lyman takes a shot, Roman Bernikov tips it hits Kevin Dalman in the skate, and then goes in. Call it luck, call it skill, Avangard is up by 2 again, 3-1. Early in the third now, and here comes the good stuff. Viktor Tikhonov gets on a breakaway, beats Andrei Mezin for his 18th of the season, and it's a one-goal game, 3-2. Just a few minutes later, SKA ties the game up. Ilya Kovalchuk showed some skill on the right wing, delivered the puck to Alexei Pernikorovsky, and he sent it in for his 6th of the season, 3-all. Later in regulation, Alex Berezhagin takes a snapshot from the neutral zone, goes in deep for it, gets his own rebound and scores! What an effort by Alex Berezhagin! Somebody really wants to make it to the playoffs. 4-3 Avangard now. SKA won't give up though. Patrick Thorson nets his 10th of the year with just 14 seconds left in the third to ruin Avangard's hopes for a 3-point win. No matter, they still want to come out on top in the overtime, don't they? And they do! Stefan Ruzhchka feeds Sergei Shirokov in front, and he scores! A rather conservative celebration, and understandably so. Avangard needs every point they can get, and tonight they lost one. 5-4 overtime final. Salavat Ulayev hosts Torpedo tonight, and look who we got here. Josse Hittinen, Sakari Salminen, Jarkko Immonen, and Antti Pilstrom. All of them won a bronze medal with Team Finland in Sochi. Tonight the battle for 4th spot in the East. Early in the first, Torpedo gets a power play opportunity and get ready for the goal of the week candidate. Denis Parshin puts his stick-handling skill on display as he digs around 4 guys to beat Andrei Vasilevsky for his 15th goal of the season. Wow, what a goal! Torpedo goes up by 1. Moving on to the second, Antti Pilstrom grabs the puck on the right wing, cuts into the crease, and how's that for an answer, Mr. Parshin? Sochi 2014 bronze medalist scores his 14th of the season, and it's an absolute beauty. 1-1. Third period, power play for Salavat. Hartikainen feeds Zinoviev in front. Nice move, but he can't bury it. Ivan Kasudin makes a huge save to keep it a tie game. A little later, Dmitry Makarov is set for a shot at hash marks, off the iron and out. So unlucky. Makarov had Kasudin beaten there, but he has nothing to show for it. Later in the period now, Denis Listov takes a shot. Kasutin stops it, but it bounces straight into Zinoviev and goes into the net. 2-1 Salavat. The ref says he's got a call to make. They go upstairs and rule it a no goal as Zinoviev scored with his hand. 1-1 after 60 minutes of play. Overtime now, Makarov wins the battle against Wojtek Wolski, gets on his jets, it's a 2-on-1, to Hartikainen, back to Makarov, they score! Salavat seals the deal in OT. They are now tied with Torpedo with 88 points with 3 games to go in the regular season. We're likely to see them face each other in round 1, but who's gonna have the home ice advantage? We'll find out in a few days. 2-1 Salavat OT final for now. Alex Yeremenko meets Michael Garnett once again as last year's finalists go head-to-head. This is Tractor versus Dynamo Moscow. No scoring in the first, so we go straight to the second, and here's the opening goal of the night. Janne Jalasvara nets his 2nd of the season with a wrist shot, and it's 1-0 Dynamo. But just 40 seconds later, Tractor ties it up on a delayed penalty call. Andrei Kostitsyn with the goal from the high slot, 1-1. Later in the period now, Tractor on a power play, Kuznetsov back to Bondarev, in front for Stanislav Chistov, scores! Chistov was his 9th, Kuznetsov was his 2nd assist of the night, and it's 2-1 Tractor. That's not gonna last very long though. Konstantin Glazchev makes it a tie game once again just 9 seconds later, using Tractor's defensive collapse to his advantage. Even Steven after 40. Early in the third, Dynamo gets a go-ahead goal. Alex Ryzantsev lets one rip from the blue line, and he finds the back of the net for his 4th of the year. What a cannon! 3-2 Dynamo. And here comes another slap shot. This time it's from Alexei Tsvetkov, who scored the cup-clinching goal at this very rink last April. Tsvetkov makes it 4-2 with his 12th. Anton Glinkin gets one back for Tractor as he nets his 10th of the year from inside, but that's not gonna be enough. Leo Komarov steals the puck with just a few clicks to go in regulation, feeds Maxim Pistushkov for an open net shot, and he gives us our final. 5-3 Dynamo Moscow. This loss can cost Traktor a playoff spot. Dynamo clinches Western Conference title with this win. Dynamo Riga hosts Medveshchak. Barry Brass and Michael Telkvist are starting goals in this one. Visiting team scores first as Charles Glenn, that's his 9th on an individual effort. But that's going to be the only bright moment for Medveshchak tonight. Bad things start with this short-handed rush by Riga, which finishes with a crazy spinorama by Marcel Hossa. That's just gross. Hossa ties this one with a shorty, 1-1. 5 minutes later, Andres Dzierin shoots the face-off straight to Roberts Bookers, and he sends it in for his 4th of the season. Just like that, Dynamo gets the lead, 2-1 after 40. Midway through the third, Nizhivi to Paul Shehur to Marshall Gashchak, and that's another marker for Dynamo Riga. What a beauty, 3-1 now. There's no stopping these guys now, they make it 4-1. Captain Sandis Olsen nets his 5th from hash marks. Some players age like fine wine, and he's one of them, for sure. And there's your icing on the cake. Lauris Darzic scores an empty netter to make it 5-1. I bet it was easy to score in Team Canada at the Olympics in Sochi. Riga shows no mercy. 5-1 is your final. Lev Prague meets Donbass tonight. These two battle for 3rd spot in the West, and home team strikes first and fast. Just 22 seconds into the game, Justin Azevedo beats Michael Ledem to score his 9th of the season. 1-0 left. A few minutes later, Topi Yakola beats Leighton with a low shot from the blue line to make it 2-0 left, and Leighton's night is done after this. Jan Latso takes his place in Donbass's net. In a way, that helps. Oskars Bartulis scores a very similar goal just a few minutes later to bring Donbass within 1. It's 2-1 as Bartulis scores his 2nd of the year. But Lev restores the 2-goal lead before the first intermission. Petr Vrana scores a beauty for his 8th of the year, and the crowd enjoys a 3-1 lead now. Midway through the second, Martin Thornberg banks one in from the left wing, and that puts this one out of reach for Donbass. No scoring after that, and Lev gets a very casual win in a very important game. 4-1 is your final. This is Yaroslavl, home of Lokomotiv. Dave King makes his debut as Loko's coach tonight as they host Avtomobilist. They get off to a bad start though. Avtomobilist opens up the scoring with less than a minute on the clock as Alexei Simakov nets his 11th, 1-0. And then early in the second, Andrei Deveau scores his 3rd on a tip-in to make it 2-0 Avtomobilist. And Loko needs points badly. Loko scores 2 quick ones in a row midway through the period to even things up. First, Sergei Konьков gets one past Yakov Kovrsh for his 3rd, and then 2 minutes later, Emil Galimov adds another one to his collection as he whacks for it in the crease. We're tied at 2s. 5 minutes later, Yanis Pruk sets up Jeff Platt at the point, and he absolutely roofs it. Platt scores his 19th of the year, and Loko gets their first lead of the game, 3-2. Avtomobilist ties it up early in the 3rd though, as Tobias Wiklund proves he would have made not a bad forward. He scores his 9th, and it's a tie game once again, 3-3. Less than 5 minutes later, Lokomotiv gets another go-ahead goal. This time it's Yunus Halas with a howitzer. Halas scores his 6th of the year, and it's 4-3 Lokomotiv. Yegor Averin puts a dagger in with an empty netter, and that's all she wrote for this one. Lokomotiv gets important 3 points on home ice. 5-3 is your final. Alexander Radulov left the ice with what looks like a concussion tonight as Rudarmi plays their arch-rival Spartak. The Red and Blue squeezed out a 2-1 W, and Spartak extended their losing streak to 18 games. Yikes. Slovan almost lost their only hope to make the playoffs tonight as they beat Dynamo Minsk only in a shootout. Minsk remains at the bottom of the Western Conference while Slovan needs a miracle to grab West top 8. Sergei Shmilov scored 2 goals and added an assist to that tonight as Igor Radulov had with a pair of his own, and Atlant beat Boris on home ice 5-1. Atlant still has a shot at the playoffs. Pavel Chernov and Anatoly Nikonsev scored a pair each to lift Severstal over Yugra. Yugra has now lost last hope of making it to the playoffs this season, while Severstal still right in the thick of a playoff race in the West. Sergei Denisov stopped 34 shots against mighty Magnitka to help Vitesse get a 2-0 win on the road. That changes absolutely nothing though, as Vitesse is still not making the playoffs and Magnitka continues to top the East. Akbars won the Battle of Tatarstan again despite the fact Igor Pologalov scored a pair for Neftochimik. 4 players got 2 points for the home team in this one. And that's it for your daily KHL update. We have a rather slow day coming up as there are only 2 games. Admiral will meet Kuzня and Amur hosts Sibir. Sounds like fun to me. My name is Andrea Sachenko and I'll see you guys tomorrow.